Hey there everyone, welcome to Ideation HQ, your number one channel for the latest news in regards to educational learning technologies. In today's episode, we will be looking at an app which is called Apple Classroom. This app is pre-installed on your iPads and is used to manage devices in your class. So let's look at how we can manage our students' iPads using Apple Classroom. Let's start up our iPad and then open up the Classroom app. And this is the main interface of the Classroom app. As you can see here in this class, I have 4 students. Students A, B, C, and D. And at this point of time, all students are on the home screen of their iPad. And I'll be able to see that here on the screen itself through the thumbnail of each iPad screen of every student, as well as on the left window panel here, you will say that 4 students are actually on the home screen of the iPad. When the students leave their iPad home screen and start up another different app, I would be able to see that through the thumbnail, which is on the main screen here as well. Or this will also be reflected on the left window panel, as you can see here. So it says here that one student is on the Maps app, the other one is on the Reminders app. I've got a student on Shobi and another student which is on Apple TV. This is fantastic because as a teacher, I have full visibility of what's happening on my student's iPad. So let's start with the features that we can use to control all the iPads in the classroom. For all these features, any command that we send, this will be applied to all the iPads in our class. If I want all the students to be focused on a particular app during the lesson, I will then click on this first icon here. This will open up a list of apps that are available for you to send to your students. Say for example, I would like every student to be on the Shobi app. Here at the bottom, you will see that there is a feature which is called Lock in App After Opening. If I enable this feature, this will prevent my students from leaving the app that I have selected. Let's now send all my students to the Shobi app. You will now be able to see that my students are now all on the Shobi app, and on my left screen here I've got the Shobi app being applied to 4 students. There is also a lock symbol just beside the Shobi app. This means that the students will not be able to leave the Shobi app until I allow them to do so. Now, say for example there is a website which I would like all students to read, and I want to focus them onto that particular website. And you can do this by clicking on the Navigate option. So let's click on that. And we have the option here of focusing the students onto the Books app or the Safari. Let's click on Safari and click on Favorites. So here I have pre-bookmarked the website which I want the students to focus on before the lesson. And it's going to be appearing here on the screen under my favorites. Say for example, I would like all students now to read up about dinosaurs. So I can actually now choose to click on that. And if I want to lock them in the app after opening, I can also enable this feature. And just pay attention to the screen here. You will now see that all the iPads have been focused to the same website, which is the dinosaurs website. The next feature on the top toolbar will tell you the apps that your students are on. So if I were to just tap on that, it simply will tell me that student A, B, C, D are on Safari. Moving on to the next feature here is the hide feature. If you were to click on that, it will simply focus all the students back to the iPad's home screen. And as you can see here, the students have now been focused back to the iPad home screen. There may be times where you want the students to focus on your explanation rather than their own devices. And to prevent them from getting distracted, you may want to lock their iPads. We can do that by enabling the lock feature on the top toolbar. If I were to tap on that, it will simply lock all the students' iPad. Something which is very useful and I'm sure all teachers will like. At times, you may be faced with a situation where students are on their iPads watching videos or doing other stuff which makes a lot of noise, like this one. As you can see here, student A is disrupting the class. So what I can do in this situation is to enable the mute feature. If I were to click on the mute icon, it will mute all the iPads in the class. Let's see how this is done. Now I've clicked on the mute icon, and as you can see here, all the 4 iPads have been muted. Useful, isn't it? So in today's episode, I've shared with you the features and commands that you can send to control every iPad in your class. In the next session, I'll be sharing with you on how you can control each iPad individually. So before I go, please remember to subscribe to our channel if you like the content that we are sharing and you would like to see more of this type of content. And also, please remember to like today's video. I'll see you again next time. Bye.